Lions TV, this is your post-match analysis video for yesterday's 3-1 home win against Cambridge United in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, listen, it was a game I was expecting us to win. I think it's a game we badly needed to win. However, I don't think it has any real relevance, or we can't really take anything from last night's win going into Saturday. I'll tell you why. There were 7 changes. Let's start out with that side. Let's have a look at it. So there you go. It was Long in goal. Billy Mitchell, right wing back randomly. Left wing back was Murray Wallace, the goal machine. 3 centre backs were Cooper, Pearce and Ballard, with George Evans and Ben Thompson as a central midfield pairing. Conor Mahoney, Tom Bradshaw and Matt Smith up front. So again, you know, there I'm going to explain what I just said about it. It has no real relevance going forward. I don't think any of the 7 that came in are going to start on Saturday other than Billy Mitchell. I think Billy Mitchell is miles better than Marlon Romeo in that position, even though that isn't his position. He defends better, he retains the ball better, he's got more energy, he's got a better passing. So the only thing you can probably say, Marlon's probably quicker than him, but I don't know where Marlon Romeo was. Maybe he's injured, I don't know, but we've got a massive shortage of right backs now, haven't we? No Danny McNamara, no Ryan Leonard, and Marlon Romeo either injured or out of favour. So I think Billy Mitchell will be the only one that stays there. Can be the only reason he played in there. I can't see any other reason why he would do that. And that means he should get a good run of games now in the side with Danny McNamara and, as I said, Ryan Leonard out. Ben Thompson, he played in that central midfield too. Now, I don't know why he did that, because Ben Thompson hasn't played there for a long time. He plays more forward thinking, more in the hole, because I think Rowett in the league won't trust him to keep possession, and I can understand that from Rowett's point of view. So, you know, in that deeper area, he causes problems, Thompson, doesn't he? Higher up around the goal area and makes a nuisance of himself. So I don't know why he played there either. I thought it was an excellent opportunity to bring in Alex Mitchell for his debut. Alex Pearce, of course, started the game. Club captain, I suppose he's going to, but Cooper could have done with a rest. Ballard could have done with a rest. I don't think it would have made any difference to give Alex Mitchell a start. Of course, he did come on. Congratulations to Alex Mitchell. He did come on and make his full competitive debut for the club. And he also signed the new contract today. If you haven't checked that one out, the Den Daily's just gone out earlier on, so take a look at that one if you haven't already. Yeah, as I said, look, it's a game I expected us to win. We looked like, in the first 10 minutes, a championship side playing a League One side. And I've got to say, look, fair play to Portsmouth, who came in their numbers and made noise. Fair play to Cambridge, who didn't really have the numbers but had the noise last night. It's not our cup final. That's why we're just casually brushing League One sides aside. They're saying, is this football in a library and this is shit and your fans are shit? That's because the club make the tickets double cheap for a reason, because they know no one really gives a shit about the no one gives a shit Carabao Cup, and no one, we don't really care about League One opposition. We're going to brush you aside playing our fringe players, and that's what happened. So just a little message there to League One clubs who keep coming to the Den and getting a little bit excited. That's not what you'll usually face when you come to the Den. Get to our level and then you'll see what we're about, crowd-wise and atmosphere-wise. So, as I said, first 10 minutes, absolute bombardment of balls into the box, good crosses into the box, set pieces, forcing a lot of them, chances, goalmouth scrambles. I don't know how it wasn't in front before we actually went behind. Tom Bradshaw, very unlucky with an overhead kick. Great cross from Mitchell from the right. Matt Smith sort of tries to win it amongst bodies, and as it drops, Tom Bradshaw acts on instinct. Fantastic overhead kick comes off the bar. And you just thought it was a matter of time, but the longer that went, the more sort of Cambridge sort of slowly worked their way back into it, and they take the lead. Now again, we've conceded a fucking lot of goals from set pieces and things like that. And this is my argument with Rowett. Again, people saying he's a master tactician. He's actually turned a rock-solid defence into a very, very leaky one, in my opinion. And we've conceded a goal, out-swinging corner over by the Docker stand where it meets the away end. Guy runs across the box, no one tracks him, free header, past George Long, no chance. Just random, just very, very random that we're conceding the amount of goals with the level of players we've got as well. We've got some good defenders. Cooper and Ballard, no mugs. Hutchinson when he's fit. And we're just leaking goals from set pieces. He's very, very worried. I can only think it's a bit of a confidence thing for the players. There has to be an element in there, in my opinion. After that, we come back into the game for a very unlikely source. Well, I say that. He had a little goal-scoring stint, didn't he, when he when he's first at the club a couple of years ago, Wimbledon in the FA Cup, Murray Wallace, Everton in the FA Cup, Murray Wallace. I think he scored other goals as well, but he's shot down the left last night. And again, you know, he's playing left wing back. Now, he scored 2 goals last night. There's no way in the world he's going to start in front of Scott Malone at left wing back. So, I don't know. Rowett couldn't really do any right or any wrong in that situation. He had to give the fringe players a game. But I think none of them fringe players playing last night, other than Billy Mitchell, no matter what they did, they're not going to be playing Saturday anyway. So, it's a little bit of a kick in the bollocks for them. Mahoney arguably could start, however. I don't like him wide. I like him in a 10. But I'll get on to Mahoney in a minute. I'm talking about our goal machine, Murray Wallace. He goes flying down the left, cuts in and absolutely fizzes one. Low, grass cutter, fuck off into the side netting. Great strike from Murray Wallace. Not long after that, we take the lead ball into the box again. Matt Smith causing problems amongst bodies. Loose ball drops down. Murray Wallace first to react. We're 2-1 up at half time. Then after that, you can only see it one-way traffic. However, I do agree with what the Terminator said during his fan cam. A word from our sponsor, the legend that is Regal Elevators. George Long's out made 3 fucking very good saves in that second half. And someone on my Facebook comments said, Long is pony. So I don't know what game you was watching, mate, last night. But George Long looks very good. And I'll be very tempted to start him on Saturday. Again, don't think it will happen. But we get the 3rd goal. Winger runs at Billy Mitchell, stands up very well to the calls, doesn't dive in. He wins the tackle. The ball rolls freely, lucky bounce to Conor Mahoney, who carries the ball. Central, that's why he does damage when he's central. Down the right, cuts it back, and Matt Smith always likes to score in cup competitions against lower opposition. Puts the icing on the cake and it's 3-1. After that, as I said, good to see Alex Mitchell come on and make his debut. And then we've brought on John Daly Bavarsson. Now I'm going to say this though, it's bollocks people booing him. Because yes, he's not very good, but he hasn't fucking actually done anything wrong. And he looks to me like a very soft character as well. So I think that's unfair of our fans to boo him because he hasn't done anything wrong. He got signed by the club for Neil Harris and he done his best for the club. Unfortunately, his best isn't good enough. So I didn't agree with that. However, I don't understand why he has put John Daly Bavarsson on the pitch last night or included him in the matchday squad because John Daly Bavarsson has been told he can leave the club. John Daly Bavarsson has been told he's surplus to requirements and no longer requested or required at Millwall Football Club. So why the fuck are we not using that opportunity to bring Sean O'Brien in, to bring Nana Boateng in? Bring anyone in, it ain't got to be a striker. Just get someone in there that we have a view to saying, do you know what? We fucking got high hopes for this guy. He's a hot prospect for the club and we think eventually in time we're going to treat him right and he's going to be a first team player. Or an asset to the club that we could sell. So why not bring in an exciting 23? Why play John Daly Bavarsson, who we all know, he knows, the manager knows, and the fans. He's been told it, it's been made public. He has no future at the club. So that was really random for me. Going through the team, Long, thought we played very well. 3 very good saves in the second half. As I said, fair play at Cambridge. They kept plugging away and playing football as well. I'd start Long on Saturday. Mitchell will start Saturday. I imagine Murray Wallace, 2 goals, hit the bar as well. Could have been a hat-trick. That was just weird. Pearce shouldn't be out there. Ballard needed the rest, shouldn't have bothered starting him. Same with Cooper. And then the midfielders, Evans does something brilliant 1 minute, like nutmeg someone, does a Cruyff turn, and then the next he's giving it away. He's very rash, dives in, not great composure. He's not for me. Thompson, I'll be honest, I like Thompson, didn't know he was on the pitch. And then you had Bradshaw, who I have backed and backed and backed because he will score goals if given the opportunity in and around the box. Unfortunately, that's not enough to be a championship footballer. And he just cannot cope with balls into his feet. He can't hold the ball up. It's literally like a trampoline. And he's lost possession so many times last night as a joke. Conor Mahoney, again for me, should be starting. Should be in that 10. Should be a 3 in behind a 1 on Saturday. I'll put the team up. And I'll show you again during the preview tomorrow. But I like him, Mahoney. Again, he's never had a run of games. And he needs this run of games. But putting him out wide right is not for me. Get him in the 10, let him do the damage, and then Matt Smith scored, can't argue with it. So, yeah, there you go. 3-1 win. We are into the hat for the 3rd round draw, which is tonight after the conclusion of the West Brom versus Arsenal game. Can't tell you what channel that's on. I can tell you we are ball number 14, and the first 2 rounds are regional. It goes national now, so we can get absolutely anyone that's still in the tournament. Be nice to get Arsenal if they can actually get a win, though, wouldn't it, and get past West Brom. Of course, your West Hams, etc., etc. Let me know in the comments who you think or you want us to get. And that's it. That's your lot for this post-match analysis. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow. Double upload. Banging out videos for absolute fun. Pre-match prediction preview for Saturday's home game against Blackpool, a massive, massive game, and the final one before the international break. And the old favourite score predictions. The other boys at Lions TV having a bash at what they think the score will be. I'll see you tomorrow. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Seriously, please subscribe. Actually do it. Come on, you Lions.